What's happening, guys? Dave coming at you with another video. In the series of Ask Dale, we've gone for the 2014, end of 2014, beginning of 2015 Ask Dale series. And just before we start, I'd just like to give you guys a quick thanks for everything in 2014 for the page. It's been fantastic on NBA Trading Cards Australia. Also, want to give a shout out to the guys who subscribed to me on my YouTube channel. Thanks for following me this year. Hopefully some more videos for you guys to watch in the following year. But without further ado, let's get into 2014-15 Ask Dale questions. Let's start with Andrew's first question. Andrew's asked me, will Jimmy Butler be an all-star? Now, I'm assuming he means this coming year. I don't think he'll be a starter. I'm pretty sure he won't be a starter, but being that he's set career highs in nearly every single statistical category that is out there, and he's the Bulls are playing some pretty good ball. It's pretty hard for most of the coaches to, I guess, knock him back, at least be on the bench for that team. I would assume he would make the Eastern All-Stars team this year. Be a fair stretch if he wasn't, though. I hope he does. He's had a really, really good year, and hopefully this will lead towards him being a career year and getting a big contract at the end of next year, I believe, he gets the chance to. Number 2, which leads on to that, Benji's asked, will Andrew ever sell his Jimmy Butler logo man? Benji, knowing your deep pockets, anything is possible. It just depends how sick Andrew really becomes of Jimmy Butler. Maybe he might die in a career, maybe, and Andrew might offload him to you then, but good luck at the moment getting it off him. Let's see. Tyrone Lucas has asked me, what do I think of the Phoenix Suns' current chances to make the playoffs, or will they make the playoffs this year? Tough call. Currently sitting in 8th at the moment, but they do have a couple of other teams that are behind them, some close, some not, that may give them a run. So it will really depend on the Suns going forward from here. I mean, you've got New Orleans right behind them, OKC and Denver also below them, but have the potential possibly to get up and catch them. So it really, really depends on them going through that. Although I can't see them making maybe any more than 7th and 8th, and then from there probably only not making it past the first round. So sorry, Tyrone, if you thought anything but that, but still making the playoffs is a good achievement nonetheless. Number 4. Now, this also is a bit of 2. Benji's asked me, did I reach my collecting goals for 2014? The answer is yes. That was, just quickly, I wanted to get a book card of one of my PC players, which came in a Kemp Payton versus Olajuwon Drexler card, which was pretty cool. Thanks, Josh. Complete every base card from every major set. Sean Kemp in Sonic's years from his rookie year through to the end of the 96-97 series. Did that this year with the grabbing of a EX2000 base card, which was it's a pretty sweet looking card. Unfortunately, it was the only one I needed, and it was really hard to get. I had to buy it off eBay from America. The Brent Barry rookie card chase, also another card I'd pick up from America, the SP Championship 95-96 rookie card. But that set's now complete. And also reaching Jared Cunningham 1000 now. I've just scraped that one in yesterday, picking up a 1 out of 10 Leaf auto from Leaf Signature. So that'll be going to my COMC account and hopefully arriving in sometime in the next year. So I'll actually have those 100 cards in hand, but I'm counting that because it's in America, essentially in my account, I'm counting them as being 100. Also, Benji and Ozsports have asked me, do I want, have I set many goals for 2015? Not essentially set many goals. My big goal really is to finish off some rainbows. I've got a couple of Jared Cunningham rainbows, a couple of Sonics Prism rainbows I've been working on. Even got a Shane Larkin Prism rainbow I was working on from Prism last year. All those ones there, possible rainbows I'm going to hopefully finish. I've got a couple of Jared Cunningham ones that are quite close, but a lot of the cards are really hard to track down because people are asking some really ridiculous prices on those. But aside from that, maybe work towards a little bit more of my Kemp PC, and yeah, that's about it for those. And there is another rainbow, well, not really a rainbow, it's the By the Letter series. I know Dave Richards is collecting those, but looking at doing a massive one being AC Green by the letter, which is Oregon State. So I've got one letter already, and I've got a fair way to go. Let's see, what have we got next? Andrew's asked me, will Jabari Parker be back in 2015? I honestly had to do some research on this because I didn't know what he was out for. Being it looks like an ACL injury, and all signs pointing to no, by the looks of it. So, which is a bit of a shame. It was a promising rookie that was going to come into the league this year. Hopefully get a chance next year to come back bigger and better than ever. Andrew's also asked me if I could have any card in my collection, what would it be? Hard question. We've got probably, there's a 6-player Mavericks Logo Man card that was in Immaculate. I think it was, in 2012-13. They had Jared Cunningham on it. I know it's out there, it's been busted, it was sold on eBay, I believe. Great card to have. I wouldn't mind having a Jared Cunningham Logo Man on its own, auto Logo Man, that'd be pretty cool. But on the Sonics front, there is a maybe something, a couple of Sonics flawless cards would be nice. Or the other one, there is a preferred booklet from, I believe it's a couple of years back now, which has Sonics players on it, which was like Kemp, Peyton, Shrimp, I believe, and a couple of others. I know Benji's looking for it. I know St. Mick's looking for it as well. Great card. I've only ever seen one in a picture that a collector had overseas, but fantastic looking card. Would love it in my collection. Benji's asked, why do I think the NBA owners have voted to keep the draft process the same? Well, I did a bit of research on this one too. Apparently the reason was that a few of the lower market teams believed the only way they could attract the talent without having the money to chase after them was to have a draft system where they could be able to, I guess, tank. But with the system they were proposing, it looked like even though if you did tank, you still had a fair chance, like almost a 1 in 4 chance of getting the top pick anyway. So tanking still really wasn't being taken out of the system they were proposing. But I do think even though you're going to get teams to tank all the time, and it happens across sport all the time, I mean, it's got to suck for the fans to see that. And just look at Philadelphia. It's got to hurt. But in saying that, it's the nature of the way of sport these days. People are trying to get the new players coming in. Obviously not going to tank if they believe the draft class is going to be rubbish, unless there's like one standout. But then you never know. Mick's asked, is WA the best state in Australia for the hobby? Probably yes. You've got the stores, you've got the collectors, you've got trade days, you've got everything like that. So probably yes. You've got a big fan base over there. So I love the fact that you guys got that there. But across Australia, unfortunately, except for places like Northern Territory, I know Robbie's upset with that one. There's a collector base building again in those states. And you've got some great collectors in each state trying to organise things for different things. So it has potential to catch up to you guys in WA, but definitely you guys have got the hotbed at the moment. We've pretty much covered everything there except for the Dale Ellis stuff. Josh has asked what was Dale Ellis's greatest career moment. His greatest career moment, in my opinion, would have to be winning the 1989 three-point shootout contest. Definitely a big achievement for someone to win that. He also, and this will lead into Chris James's question about how did Dale Ellis feel after playing in an 89 game against the Bucks. For those that don't know, Dale Ellis holds, I believe it's a record of playing 69 minutes out of a possible 73 in a quadruple overtime game. In 1989, Sonics versus the Bucks, he scored 53 points, and they still lost, the Sonics to the Bucks, which, funnily enough, Dale Ellis ended up at the Bucks after that. Not after that game, but the next season. So I'm pretty much assuming that although he holds that record, probably wouldn't mean that much to him, being that the team lost, but the three-point shootout record would definitely be the biggest in his career. He played for a few teams, went to a couple of things, no championships, unfortunately. But yeah, great shooter. And I think he held a Sonics record for most points in a season, which Durant broke a few years back. You find out some interesting things when you read about some players anyway. So look up Dale Ellis if you've never seen anything about him. And the last part, Chris James has asked, why Jared Cunningham of all players? This has been discussed before, Chris, but just for you, I'll go back over it. My first ever PC was Sean Kemp. Then I went to Gary Payton after that collection died after a little bit during the mid-90s. then went on to collect a side PC of Brent Barry, which I still have to this day. Only to realise then that Brent Barry and Gary Payton went to the same college in the Oregon State University, the Beavers. When I came back to collecting a couple of years ago, decided to collect a rookie after becoming friends with Josh Nichols. We were talking and I said, oh, maybe I should collect a rookie. And he goes, who will you collect? And I'm looking through the list and I'm thinking, well, the only natural progression is to collect someone from who might have played from Oregon State University. Just happened to be pick 23 for the Cleveland Cavaliers, which ended up being traded to the Mavericks, Jared Cunningham. He's been around a couple of places. He didn't get much time in the Mavericks. Then he got traded to Atlanta. Then he spent a lot of time in the D-League team there, then got waived, ended up at the end of the Sacramento Kings roster last year, was playing with them in the Summer League this year, got dropped by them, and now he's playing for the Clippers. Potential is there, although there is trade talk apparently on him at the moment, but you never know. We'll see. He's never going to be a star. Waiting for maybe just one last decent patch, hopefully, to come out. I'm hoping with the Clippers, being with the Clippers, he might get a decent patch somewhere this year. But you know, you never know. Hence why I'm not a huge fan of the retired players in Panini products. I'd like to see players such as the Cunninghams of this world who do get a few lineup spots, who don't get cards, get it occasionally. But he has got cards this year already. Unfortunately, they're in the Kings uniform, but the auto's in totally certified. And looking at a couple of those at the moment, so hopefully get some soon. I believe I covered everything off on the Dale Ellis list. Hope you guys liked the video. As I said, have a fantastic night tonight. If this video goes up on 2014, hopefully it would. I'm actually at work at the moment, and going home to party tonight and recover tomorrow before going back to work tomorrow night. So we'll hopefully see you all fresh and bright in 2015. As I said, with some exciting changes coming soon. As you'll see, just quickly while I make note, if you're watching this, Josh has put up some interesting things in the rules about the new feedback system for our page. If you'd like to have a look at that, there's a new system we're going to trial through the month of January. Hopefully it works out and make things a lot easier and safer for the collectors in Australia. And a shout out to all the guys who've joined us from overseas as well. Appreciate the love coming into the group. But just keep it strong, keep it real. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your time with the group. Thanks very much. See you guys.